Birdathon began with Martin getting up at 2 a.m. and on his bicycle at 3:15, and he rode from his house to Kenmaloy Regional Harbor Park. This is a really productive area. Just by sound, he was able to check off marsh wrens, a dusky flycatcher, tree swallows, a black phoebe, and cackling goose. From Harbor Park, Martin cut across Peavy Drive north, stopped in at the George F. Canyon Nature Center, and made it all the way to Torrance Beach, which is a considerable journey. And you can see from this next slide that it was pitch black dark when we met up at approximately 5:30 in the morning. On the left is Lauren, who's an exceptional 10th grader at Chadwick School where Martin teaches. And of course in the middle is Martin, and here's yours truly, still waking up. It's approximately 5:30 in the morning. The first stop was Hermosa Beach Pier Plaza, which is home for yellow chevron parakeets, which are exotics but are thriving in the South Bay. From there we went on to 24th Street in Manhattan Beach on the Strand, where Martin and Lauren decided to get off the bike and see if there's something out there on the shore. You guys got anything?
Sanderling.
Oh, cool.
That's it. Snowy plovers, if there are any. There might be some at Dockweiler, but...
Okay, back on the road. Next stop, Delray Lagoon. After a long journey along the Strand, past the LA airport, which you can see on the right, we came across a flock of terns sitting on the beach just before we turned off the bike path. And then we went into the lagoon, which turned out to be a little disappointing. However, there was a very good cafe, which Martin steered us to, and we had a very good breakfast, so we can't complain totally. Then we were off to the Marina Jetty, which you can see on the left. Martin and Lauren walked out to the end of it and saw wandering tattlers and a number of turnstones. This is a wandering tattler which was being very cooperative while I waited with the bicycles for the folks to come back. After the jetty, we headed back to the lagoon and still didn't find anything very good. And then we headed up the Bayona Channel. And this was a fairly productive leg. We saw a wren tit that Kevin Larson had told us about, and a Bonaparte's gull, a red-breasted merganser, and some green-winged teal. And, of course, the usual selection of mallets. On the way back, we detoured to the Bayona freshwater marsh, where we saw cinnamon teal, blackneck stilts, and a moorhen with babies. And our spirits were starting to get a little bit better. We were approximately 80 species, feeling like the goal of 100 was in our grasp. After the freshwater marsh, we retraced our route down the coast, past the airport and the refinery, and at Rosecrans Boulevard we started a little uphill and downhill journey to Sand Dune Park, where we got some excellent birds.
We just finished Marina del Rey. God knows how many miles we've gone. But we're the bushwhackers, and we can take it.
We can take abuse like nobody else. All right, I'm going to pan around and look at this hill. That's the hill that Martin says we have to climb. Get up to see the birds up there. All right, we could sort of, we could wuss out and take the steps too, I guess.
Unfortunately, I just spilled my nuts all over the place, so
wait a minute.
Really
we don't want to know the details around here.
The squirrels are going to like it. Unfortunately, they're non-native squirrels. I hate when never mind. Anyway, so the bird that we just saw, Western Tanager, looks kind of like a big stick, like those popsicles I used to eat, and he's making me really kind of think about food a little bit. But we're at 86, and we need to break 100 for me to maintain any kind of reputation, I guess. So, anyway, this is the latest bird we saw, Western Tanager. Cool bird.
All right. How many have we seen in this one tree?
We've got 5 new species: hermit warbler, black-throated gray warbler, Townsend's warbler, Bullock's oriole, and black-headed grosbeak. Were all new for today. in this one tree. So
one tree while sitting.
Keep it
right
coming.
here. Yeah, most excellent. And
Right.
yeah, sorry about your
Spilled nuts? Yeah, I can't cry over spilled nuts, you know. Gotta keep moving.
Okay, there. Do you have anything to say, Lauren?
No.
Yeah,
This is
I think
G-rated.
that's the wisest thing that you could do. Yeah. This is the seam of the crine here where Martin spilled his nuts. So.
I hear a Pacific.
I think you can tell we were getting a little punchy by then. At any rate, we started out, this was about 5 o'clock, and headed south. We stopped at Pier Avenue and got a little Mexican food, which I actually don't recommend if you're doing a lot of bicycle riding. And our goal was the Forestall Preserve, which is sort of the southern part of the PV Peninsula. And perhaps wisely, we got as far as the Point Vicente Interpretive Center, and a little bit further than that, and decided to stop and turn around. I think we were all getting pretty exhausted. Okay, Lauren, how many have we got? What's our count?
92.
92, not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, our team members also have some that we probably don't have. So here we are at Point Vicente Fisherman's Access Point, I guess it's called. Anyway, beautiful view. Martin is hoping to score a couple of birds here. Way down there's Martin going after one last bird. Cassin's kingbird, which he spotted while we were heading out. And that's the nature of a birder. Looking for one more bird. So we'll have 97. We left Lauren at her house, which was just a little bit north of the Point Vicente Interpretive Center. And as you can see from the map, Martin and I both had a considerable distance to go to reach home. The bicycle portion of the Bushwhackers wound up getting exactly 100 species for the day, which is excellent. And the unsung portion of our team, which did their birding on foot without getting in a car, were Eileen, Martin's wife, and Chris Boyd. They brought our total up to 110 species for the day, which is excellent. We did 105 last year, and Martin says he wants to do 115 next year. We'll see about that. My thanks to Martin for organizing this expedition, and also thanks for watching it, and especially thanks for your support, which is going to go to a good cause. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Till next year.